It's March 1829, and Andrew Jackson has just been sworn in as president. To celebrate, he throws open the doors of the White House and invites the public inside, and the public shows up, about 20,000 of them. They pour into the building, climb onto the satin chairs with muddy boots to get a better look, smash thousands of dollars of china and glassware, and press in so tightly around the new president that his own staff have to form a wall around him and sneak him out a side door. The mob is eventually lured back outside only when someone has the bright idea to drag tubs of whiskey punch onto the front lawn. That is how the President of the United States escaped a party in his own house. Here's the thing nobody tells you. For most of American history, the White House wasn't a fortress. It was basically a public building. There was no towering fence with locked gates, barely any guards, and if you wanted to walk in off the street and wander around the home of the most powerful man in the country, you pretty much could. Let's start with the open houses, because they were a tradition. On New Year's Day and on the 4th of July, the president would simply open the doors and let any citizen who showed up come inside, walk through the halls, and personally shake his hand. Farmer, banker, drunk, stranger, didn't matter. You waited in line, you got your handshake, you looked the leader of the nation in the eye. This kept going, believe it or not, until the 1930s. And it wasn't just parties. The White House was an open office. Abraham Lincoln held regular public hours where ordinary people could line up, walk right into his office, and ask him for things. A job, a pardon, a favor, a few minutes of his time. Lincoln actually liked it. He called these sessions his public opinion baths, his way of staying connected to the people who'd elected him, even as he ran a civil war down the hall. But there was a downside, and its name was office seekers. Back then, winning an election meant you got to hand out government jobs to your supporters. So the moment a new president moved in, a swarm of desperate people descended on the White House begging for a position. They'd wait in the halls for hours. They'd ambush the president on the stairs. Running the country sometimes meant physically pushing past a crowd of strangers who wanted to be postmaster, and through all of this there was almost no security. Lincoln would walk alone, at night, across the grounds to the War Department to read telegrams. Tourists picked flowers off the lawn as souvenirs. The idea that the president needed protecting from his own citizens just hadn't sunk in yet. And then it sank in, hard. Because in the span of a few decades, 3 sitting presidents were assassinated. Lincoln in 1865. Then James Garfield, shot by a bitter man who'd been denied one of those government jobs. And then, in 1901, William McKinley was shot at point-blank range while doing the most traditional thing a president could do, standing in a public line, shaking strangers' hands. After McKinley, the Secret Service was permanently assigned to guard the president, the gates started closing, and the open house slowly came to an end. So the next time you see the White House ringed with fences, checkpoints, and snipers on the roof, remember that it used to be a place where a random farmer could track mud across the carpet and shake the president's hand. We didn't build those walls because we got paranoid. We built them because 3 separate times someone walked right up, and we learned the hard way.